All right, let's move on to the worst moments, Dan.
I don't know if this is a debate. I hope that I'm not sure if we all have the same thing for this one, but to me, it's a no-brainer that it's RG3 crumpled in a heap on the FedEx Field grass as that game ended. Obviously, it was, the very first week of 2013, and a lot of other bad things happened in 2013. But I don't think there's like a worse image than that quarterback in a heap on the ground. So that's my worst.
I might trump you.
Hard to top. Oh, Lamar's got one.
Okay.
Keith, what do you got?
I just went in the interest of not repeating.
Yeah.
I thought the moment that Daniel Snyder said he would never change the team's name, I thought turned that debate, which probably should have been a educational, nuanced discussion over people with good positions. It turned it into sort of a snowball fight. And it just stretched on the entire offseason. And I don't know if that itself contributed solely to the circus atmosphere, but it's sort of emblematic of the way this season was. So much potential on the field, and we really ended up only talking about things that happened off the field.
In all caps, nonetheless, right?
Yeah, and that's
The funniest thing about this is the worst is a straight sweep for the Redskins, and I think that kind of tells the story.
What's yours?
Of our team. It's this game last Sunday.
The Chiefs game.
I think that totally trumps Robert Griffin III going down. Robert can recover from that knee injury as much as that represented at that moment in time. But I looked at a team give up during the course of a game, and more importantly and more disturbing than that, I watched a fan base give up.
Yeah.
And it was totally illustrated in the panaways of FedEx Field that you only had a handful of Kansas City Chiefs fans behind. Now keep in mind, we're in FedEx Field. You have an entire gathering of Chiefs fans behind their bench, and the rest of the stadium is empty, and it was pretty much empty in the third quarter of that game.
And the attendance was the lowest in the history of FedEx,
But
right?
it shows you that's an illustration, the Chiefs fans, of what you're willing to put up with if your team is worth watching.
Look where they were last
They
year.
give you
exactly the same in Baltimore and that crowd.
Right, they give you something to be attached to. When you get to a point where you're like, I've been with these guys forever, and I'm just done with them today. I'm not sitting through this.
I'll be the lone dissenting voice.
Total resignation.
I'll be the lone dissenting voice on worst moment. I'm not going to go Redskins just to be different. I think that it's hard to argue with the RG3 injury.
But you're the host. It's a clean sweep with us.
I'm the host. I got
the
the Hoyas going out to Dunk City in the first round of the NCAA tournament. I mean, this was a team led by the Big East Player of the Year that a lot of people had in their Final Four, and losing again early in the tournament was a big. Even though Dunk City was entertaining the way they did it,
and they knocked a lot of people out.
That was a low. I mean, that was bad.
I'll tell you something else.
Also, 4-28 for the Wizards. That start, even though that started in 2012, that went into 2013.
I think amazing. We haven't mentioned the Nats at all. They were basically the
supposed to win the series.
Runaway World Series favorites. They didn't even make the playoffs, and we haven't even mentioned them.
Well, we are dominated by
bad.
Redskins, just like this show today. Well, for Dan Steinberg, Keith McMillan, LeVar Arrington, I'm your host, Jonathan Forsythe. Remember, you can hit us on Twitter. Let us know your favorite top moments from 2013 and worst moments from 2013. Hit us at Post Sports Live or at DC Sports Blog.